Most coaches nowadays can't grow a social media following to save their life because they suck at content creation. As soon as they sit in front of this camera and go to talk and give value to you, they freeze up, stutter like crazy, and can't get anywhere. I've generated 1 billion views and 1 million followers in the last 12 months, and now I'm gonna review my clients' content live for you to teach you what you should do and what you should avoid.
What's going on, fam? Hope you're having the best day of your entire lives. Welcome back to another episode of Content Audits. We're going to be diving into your content at face value and giving you the utmost value I possibly can. I want to look at the verbiage you are utilizing. I want to look at the way that you are filming the individual video. I also want to look to see if there is something that we could take away, whether it is connection proof or value. What is in it for me? That is the perspective I am looking through. A lot of you guys cease to understand that everybody is selfish on social media. So I'm going to make sure that you understand that and then hopefully help you learn how to speak through that lens. So let's dive into it right away. I don't want to waste too much fucking time. All right. First and foremost, Cory, what's going on, homie? How can I serve you?
Yo, what's going on? First off, congrats on 700K.
Thank you, sir. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
that's
Waking up
pretty
that
awesome,
number
man.
this morning was very cool.
A mill's coming up right around the
Yes,
corner.
sir. Yes, sir.
Um, cool. Here's my tag, and then I dropped a video. It's to always lose the same 10 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go for this guy's kind of style. Um, So it just has reference. You've probably seen his stuff. I'm trying to do like more like storytelling, characters, and also providing like a lesson in there and making it kind of fun and appealing to my niche.
Okay, cool. Let's look at it. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's dive into it. Let's look at this first.
Mhm.
Actually get shredded with just 2 workouts per week if you're smart about it. No way, that's true. It is, and I'll show you exactly how. And this is
Yo, what kind of fucking pants is this guy wearing? Those things are sick.
that's true. It is, and I'll show you exactly how. And this is lesson number 27. Class is in session, and studies show that 80% of the benefit you get from strength training will come from about
So right off the bat, when it comes down to this individual's video, I like what I'm seeing. All right, great hook, great visualization, obviously is shredded. All right, I like the editing because it's not too much, but it complements the video itself. However,
Yeah.
I feel like it would have got more engagement, more than 45 comments, if he didn't do all this stupid shit. Right? Like the okay, series episode 1, and like he's just rambling. If he would have just got straight to the point, I think it would have did a little bit better. But again, to each their own. He's obviously doing well. We're gonna keep it going. It also adds the personality to his videos. So let's look at yours. Which individual video did you kind of adopt that style on?
The 10 pounds. Always lose the same 10
This one.
pounds. Yes.
Okay.
Lost these keys as many times as I've lost and gained these stupid 10 pounds. You gotta start making things easier for yourself. I thought it was supposed to be hard. No. You need to make things easy so that you can be consistent. How can I be consistent in a world of chaos?
So I like the
So,
beginning.
start making
Like I don't mind this part
For yourself.
Yeah.
all the way up to here because I still kind of know what we're talking about. I've lost these keys about as many times as if I tried to lose these 10 pounds. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can assume that the video is about losing weight. I'm still with you. All right. I'm still with you. I feel like the problem in this video is you start to lose me as the more we're trying to explain arbitrary things.
Okay.
Right. So from here on, let's keep watching.
I thought it was supposed to be hard. No.
I thought it's supposed to be hard. Automatically, what is what people are going to think about? Even though we can assume it's still about losing the 10 pounds, people are going to go there.
You need to
Okay.
make things easy so that you can be consistent.
Make what easy so we can be consistent. So it starts to add too much rambling to the video that we would like to create. So again, everything about the filming of this video, I don't mind. The jump cuts, the way that you're using the table, I actually liked all of that. I just think we need to use key verbiage throughout the entire video.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Cool. What's the next one you want to go over?
So in that, like basically what you're saying is use key verbiage. Don't let things deter and kind of like trying to keep the story going and more so just like stay on point of like what the lesson is.
Yes, 100%. And like the reason why I say that is because even when we tell like a big long story, okay, regardless of what the subject is about, every verb or every word needs to be honed in on. Everything that we speak about needs to be about where we are going. All right, let me give you a breakdown. So this is about my experience as a new dad. All right, I just want you to pay attention to the storytelling. Wife, she was
I was beside my wife. She was resting after the C-section. I remember rocking my baby back and forth. The nurse comes in, basically just like flips him over, slaps him on the butt. He's all good to go. And then we were getting wrapped up to leave the hospital, and she looked at me and said, "Don't shake the baby." And I actually like audible laughed. "Oh, okay, cool. Thanks for the tip." And then we left. Got him in the little car seat, brought him home. Within a week and a half, I felt.
You see how like every 5 to 15 words I'm saying something that keeps it on the baby story? Like you don't need to assume where I'm going with this. We're like a baby, nurse help with the baby. We left, the nurse said something about the baby. We then get the baby home. So like with the story, you know where we're going. There's no part where you're going to get confused with the direction where the video is heading.
Okay.
It's about me as a new time dad. Feel me?
Okay, I got you. So in that, like, maybe what I could have done differently in that, like, instead of it being like, isn't it supposed to be hard? How can it be hard in a world of chaos, whatever kind of thing? I could have just gone straight into like, I've lost these keys as many times as I've lost the same 10 pounds. I guess I'm just trying to figure out like what direction that will go, but I think that'll just take some workshopping.
Well, I think we just look at the video. Where are we going?
And how do you know he has a nice focus? Oh! Schedule your workouts like they pay the bills. Set your gym clothes out.
So you want to give 3 tips to help them stay more consistent.
Mm.
Cool. So then we could literally reverse engineer it. You could say, "I've lost these keys the same times I've tried to lose these 10 pounds. Flips the other guy. "Well, you got to make it easier on yourself." "Well, everybody tells me it's supposed to be hard." "Nope. You just struggle with consistency." "Nope. You just neglect consistency in the areas that actually matter. You're consistently cheating on your diet because you're not setting yourself up the night before with meal prep containers." Feel me?
Okay.
Let's just walk through the tips that we're trying to give them. Cool, Cory?
Instead of like being like lead up to tip, like kind
Yes.
of have.
I would just walk through them individually, because then we're not setting it up as like a crazy long breakdown. Then here's 3 tips. We're just going through the fucking tips, and it sounds like it's part of the story.
Okay. Okay. Keep the tips as part of the story.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's helpful. Yeah, that was my main thing. I'm just trying to like, I really like his style of like
Dude, that was
storytelling.
again, that's fire. Like the way that you filmed this
Was
was
it
a lot better than the other ones that I've seen you film in the past. I
Thanks.
like the flow of it. I like the prop breakdown. Again, I just think that we need to bridge the storytelling a little bit better, because even with himself, like when I watched that video, I
Yeah.
don't mind it, but here,
Exactly how. And
this.
this is lesson number 27.
Yeah, I had the same.
And studies show that 80%
Like even there, we don't need to put that in there. Now, again, I get why he's doing it. That's what his page is about. That's the flow that he's embracing, and he's obviously doing well. But
Yeah.
when it comes down to the attention span of the viewer, all right, we would like to just get to the point quicker. And you could still get to the point quick while delivering the value that you have. Make sense?
That does make sense.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Of course. Is that
I think that's, yeah, I mean, that's kind of this direction I'm trying to head in. And yeah, I think that's it. Thanks.
cool? I love it. I have one ask for you, and it's you go to that guy's page and you figure out what fucking brand of pants he's wearing, because I would like to buy them. I like it. Dude, that's the bane of my existence. When I see somebody with good style online and I'm like, what brand is that? And then I can't get a hold of them, and I'm like, I hate my whole life now.
I'll just reverse image search it.
There we go. Thank you, sir. Emma, what's going on? How can I help you?
Hello, sir. Hope you're doing well, man.
Yep.
Couple of wins I wanted to share. First, I have actually been getting a few viral reels, and things are going up on the whole. I've gained about a little over 150 followers in the past 2 weeks, and it's still just consistently growing. So it's been really awesome.
There we fucking go. Good job. Everybody hype up Emma in the chat box. I like it. How can I serve you today?
So I just wanted to go over a couple of specific reels. I know that I have a particular problem with taking too long on points, but I was just hoping to get some just specific actionable ways to make these reels a little better.
All right, let's look at this shit. Let's share my screen. Can you see it?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
What are the individual ones we're looking at?
So the first one is, it's with the barbell, like I'm doing a back squat, understanding proper alignment.
Okay.
To know if your spine is in proper.
So right off the bat, I would probably just remove this.
Okay.
Right. And the reason why is because, again, understanding proper alignment and core bracing, that's a very advanced terminology when it comes down to fitness, which is not a problem. You can easily talk about those things. But The reason why it is a problem in content creation is because everybody, again, reads at a 5th grade to 7th grade reading level, or most individuals do. And that's a boring term where most people are so fucking like starved for dopamine that all they're doing is scrolling super quick. So it would be more beneficial for us to just start with you delivering the value or talking about what that term means than us starting with you doing B-roll of a squat, because I don't know what's about to lead into this.
Yeah, that makes sense. I actually had used that terminology because a prospect literally asked me about it. And so I was like, oh, well, if they're using that vocabulary, maybe that's what I should do.
And not maybe that's what I should do. You should do that. However, I would have just started the video by saying, if you have improper alignment, you could fuck up your spine and fuck up your core while squatting. So I would suggest you do this.
Okay.
Right. So like the reason why is because your voice will be a better visual hook than you just doing a body or a squat with B-roll.
Okay, that makes sense. Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, I knew the beginning was off, and I was like, I just don't know how I would have done it different.
It's all good.
Okay.
Movement you're trying to complete and what the intention is behind it. Spinal position for a deadlift is going to look different from the spinal position in a back bend or a pike press. You don't have to live in a neutral spine position, but it can be optimal for reducing compensations that might be holding you back from the work you want. But many strength exercises encourage a neutral spine to avoid putting pressure on your...
Did you teach what a neutral spine is in this?
Yeah, just later on.
So yeah, so this is another thing. If you guys use a terminology to teach what you are explaining in the video, you need to first define the terminology at the beginning of the video. All right, this is something that Alex Hormozi does very well. Alex Hormozi in his YouTube videos or online in general, he'll say something, then he'll pause and be like, what I define this as is this. Because then when you listen to him for the next 50 minutes, you don't feel like a fucking idiot. Yeah, where here, if you guys, there might even be some fitness coaches in this room right now that don't understand what neutral spine is. So when they're watching this video, they have no idea what the fuck you're talking about for 5 minutes or a minute or 2 minutes or 90 seconds. And again, there's no bridge between confusion and curiosity. If I'm confused as to what a neutral spine is and I don't know if you're going to explain it, I'm just going to leave because I don't want to feel dumb. Feel me?
Yep, absolutely.
Cool. So with this, I would have first, again, got straight to the point when it comes down to misaligning and bracing your spine or bracing your core, went into what neutral spine is, and then talked about why it's important.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah, absolutely.
What else?
Okay. The next one is where I'm on the pole. Chronic.
This one.
Are you trying to get better at your acrobatics by just...
I would fucking die trying to do that shit.
Doing more of the skills that you're trying to get, but ending up with plateaus and chronic injuries? Here are 4 things to consider to finally feel better and break through. And the last one might surprise you. The first is strength. We need to assess...
So who's the specific person we're speaking to with this individual video?
Acrobats.
Acrobats. Okay. Is there a way that we could call them out specifically? All right. The reason why, and I'll give you my terminology, the Mad Max brain behind this. All right. And again, I still quote unquote fuck up with this as well from time to time, even with this video. All right, watch this video. Most of you make losing weight and achieving your fitness goals way harder than it needs to be. Let's be real. You need to eat properly. This was me just ranting. I was literally eating my food in between individual calls with you guys. Went on my story, ranted, was like, you know what? Fuck that story. Saved it, posted as a reel. My team then said, specify. Because you don't know who I'm talking about here. I said most of you. It's very general. It's broad. It doesn't speak to anybody specifically. It's not directed toward one individual problem. It's everything. The reason why I say that to you is because when it comes down to this video, we get that we're diving into these 4 things. Okay, cool. But why should I fucking care until this point? Because this is speaking to like anybody who might be dealing with plateaus around some sort of acrobatic fitness, but you don't really specify it, where you could just be like, individuals in acrobats struggle with this and this, right? Or people in pole fitness or pole dancers or whatever, right? We just got to like pick one thing and specify the individual problem. So it's not general through the explanation, because even if you say this,
are you trying to get better at your acrobatics by just doing more of the skills that you're trying to get?
That sounds general. Are you trying to get better at your acrobatics by just doing more of the skills that you're trying to get? That sounds general. It might make sense to like
pick like a specific skill then?
Yes.
Okay.
Right? Because we need to try to hone in on the one thing. Now, again, a general hook is not problem, stick with me here, guys. But when you do general hook, general problem, general explanation, very specific individual tips, it just confuses people. So if we say, if you're an acrobat struggling with specified move, it could be because you're plateaued due to one of these 4 reasons, and then just give them the breakdown.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. If you're an acrobat struggling with
Blank.
X move,
It could be because you're plateaued due to one of these 4 reasons.
okay.
We could try that out. Again, we have no idea if it's going to hit really hard, but then at least this way we're being very specific, and then we're breaking something down to be able to solve an issue.
Cool.
Cool?
Yeah.
I like that. Is there another one you want me to go over? Is that good?
Okay, last one. It's the split screen, active versus passive flexibility. I know it's so valuable because
This one.
everybody fucking needs it, but it didn't go that well.
About the difference between these because too many people are getting it wrong. And it's
Okay, well, we can reverse engineer it. What's the point of this? Like, why should I give a fuck about what active versus passive mobility is?
Sure, because most people do passive flexibility and they end up hurting themselves or plateauing.
Okay. Why do they end up hurting themselves? And in the very dumbest version explanation you can give, what is passive mobility?
Yeah, passive mobility or flexibility is when you're using external force to go into the stretch.
That's not
Gravity,
that's
body weight.
There you go. So when you're literally using body weight to touch your toes.
Yeah.
Right. So again, you need to explain like a fucking 5th grader. All right.
Yeah.
External force to go through the stretch is not a fucking 5th grader explanation. Just letting you know. All right. So with this, all right, how can we maybe spark emotion? How can we say something? All right. Why is it important for people to do active versus passive? Well, if they do passive, they might be prone to injury because they're not actually strengthening the muscle while stretching it out or working the mobility, correct?
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
cool.
I feel like I say that a lot in the beginnings of my videos, and I'm like, I feel like I just sound like I'm beating a dead horse.
Well, again, we could just say it in a funnier way, right? We could be like, if you don't want to look like your grandma who can't even fucking put on who can't put on their socks, you probably should try active mobility. And I know it's an incredibly boring subject, but I would like to wipe my ass by myself when I'm 90, and this is going to help you do it.
I love it. Yeah.
Right? So like, it's just, how can you take something boring and add humor into it, guys? That's it. How can you take something boring like a caloric deficit and make it interesting? Use props, talk about things, drain a jug of water, use fucking fruits and explain the breakdown between them. So we just need to take boring subjects and make them interesting. And we could do that by humor. All right. Or again, telling us why it matters. Well, it matters because it'll help you with your mobility and help you build more muscle over time. Nobody gives a flying fuck. All right. You know how many times I've been told to stretch, Emma, and I will still tell everybody to fuck off. Okay. No. All right. Now, if you make it humorous and then you force me to and you roast me because you see me trying to be mobile in the gym and I'm not, then maybe I will. All right. Maybe I will, but it's still a fucking hard maybe. So, like, you need to find ways to get into people's heads. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. Got you. Go kill that shit. Keep me updated with how everything's going. Okay.
Appreciate you.
I like it. I got you. Will, what's going on, fam?
First and foremost, appreciate you taking the time to do this. I'll drop the link. Have a couple things on my mind. The first being testimonials. So posted a bunch on my story today just for review to see like, hey, what does that kind of look like? How could I improve on that aspect of the content?
I like that. Give me a second here. Let's dive into this shit and let's look at it. So testimonials on the story. I love that. That's fucking perfect right there. 229, 179, front side view. Good job. There we go. Side, same thing with this individual. That's perfect. 7 months ago, I quit my 9 to 5. Is this you?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Fuck yeah. Great. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. I like that whole breakdown. That looks super fluid. I would experiment with posting some on your feed. Talking to a woman yesterday. She was mentioning subconscious feeling raised. I want to feel good. I saw a photo on here. That's why I'm looking at it. Bop, 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 bop. Where the fuck is it? Cool. Yeah, so I would have showed this a little bit sooner. I don't even know what the fuck you talked about. It's just if you're going to use photos and it comes out in a transformation, use it at the beginning as a visual hook. Other than that, like, I like everything that you posted on your story. What else you want to talk about?
Second thing is a little bit less about like a specific content piece, but you really understand content really well. So
Mm.
like I just wanted to get your thoughts on this. So I'm thinking about moving slightly away from specific reels and just creating reels and doing more live streams and doing more podcast and then clipping stuff from that and using that for my short form.
Okay, so let's hone in on everything you just said. Move away from specific for reels, do live streams, podcasts, clip the podcast. Don't mind those three things. But then you said do random live or random reels or just reels. What does that mean? What is that defined as?
Yeah, so right now I'm making just reels. I'll record content specifically for Instagram,
Yep.
Instagram reel. It's not a long form piece. It's specifically for short form.
So you
So
don't want to do
essentially,
any short form filming moving forward. All you would like to do is doing podcasts and live streams and clip those shit up.
was curious on your thoughts on that.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Now the only reason why is because I'm assuming that you are a one-man show, correct?
Just me.
Cool. Tell me right now, all right? Why should a female care about getting fit before the rave this Saturday? Tell me.
Why does she want to get fit?
Why does she want to get fit? Yes.
She wants to look good, take great photos.
Is that what you would
That's
say for
one
podcast?
is aesthetic. And then the second is more of the energy. The moment for them is they're jumping up and down, or there's some artist that they really love and they just like cardiovascular, like they just can't keep up. Or all the
So
steps, like they just can't keep up.
I'm going to challenge that. I'm curious. Do you really think it's because of energy, or do you think these people just want to look hot in their fucking outfits?
Half of it is energy. What they're telling me. What they're telling me.
Liars, bro. Fucking liars. There's no way. No, I'm just kidding. So this is the thing. The reason why I don't like the clipping from the long form, I'm not saying you shouldn't do long form. We're going to talk about that in a second. The reason why I don't think that you should do the clipping from the long form is because number one, you are a one-man show. That is going to take an immense amount of fucking work and time to be able to find the good clips in there, because you could do it the lazy way. Live stream, let's look at it. That sounded cool. Download, post. But there's no context to the post that you're posting. Unless you understand sequencing and clipping on a deeper level, it's going to take you even more time to be able to clip those things and get them up. And then again, number three, with what I just asked you there, I wanted to know how quick your content brain kicked in. So like when I'm on stage or when you guys ask me a question, you guys see me do this in real time with your avatars, I will start to figure out the pain in the back of my mind and then make assumptions based off my hook, my body, and my end. Does this make sense, Will?
Yeah.
So if you can get to that point, like podcast, live stream clipping, and then posting it up, that's fine. Like it does work. It's a content container that's incredibly valuable and beneficial for certain people, but it takes a minute to be able to get there. So this is why I said both, not this or that. I think you should still do short form filming. Why? Because unless you're making an astronomical amount of money right now and you got a bunch of money in the fucking bank, the last thing we want to do is turn off your fucking lead magnet right now based off of short form content. Make sense?
Fair.
Right. Number two, you can literally do 2 hours, 3 hours of filming on a Monday, crank out all the content you needed for the entire week, and then still do what I think would be beneficial, which would be podcast content and live streams. All of you guys should be going live 3 times a week minimum. It builds a parasocial relationship with the individuals who are following you, means that they feel like they know you even though they never met you in person. I've had people literally, me and Brian were talking about this yesterday joking around. We've had people come up to us in public and like go to touch our babies before. And I'm like, yo, don't fucking touch my kid. And they're like, oh, because they've watched my live streams and watched my content for fucking years. So they just think
that's
that
crazy.
Know, right? So they're like connected to us. That's what live streams do. It builds a parasocial relationship. So all of you guys should be doing it. Number one. Number two, podcast content, if you feel like you could provide a lot of value on long form, is also incredibly fucking beneficial. And the bonus between all of that is you guys can literally put them together. I film my podcast live. Brian films his podcast live. So we just go live and then talk and give fucking value and have fun and shit talk and talk about everything that we want. So I don't think it's a this or that. It's a this and that. I don't think that you're ready for the clipping. All right. I think you still do short form filming, keep that container running, then do everything else until you get better at clipping.
Yeah. To be fair, like I wasn't very specific. The live streams that I was thinking about clipping were at raves. Like when I'm live at a rave, going and like talking with people or interacting with people.
That's a great fucking piece. So that's something I would see is incredibly beneficial. I feel like it would be great. I also disagree. Opus clip for podcast clips, like your guys' thing of like, let's get AI to help us. It's shit 90% of the fucking time. Okay, no. No. But I'll keep that to the side for a second. Live streaming and clipping the interviews that you do during the live stream at raves, fucking genius idea. Anything with genuine human interaction, especially when we don't know if it's going to be a good or a bad interaction, is incredibly good for the algorithm and the social media platforms themselves.
Got one last question.
Yep.
On content pillars. Again, like big kind of thoughts. So rave fitness, that's the niche.
Yep.
I can see what people are interested in, and I've been sending like the follower thing on ManyChat and just segmenting my audience like, hey, why are you here? And most people are here just for festival tips.
Of course.
It's just like, hey, like I want to learn more about the rave, things like that. So when I'm thinking about content pillars, how would you go about deciding here are the topics of like if I am doing 10 videos this week, how many should I put in each?
5 should be around giving your audience value. 5 should be around talking to your audience based off of what they like and dislike, and you like and dislike. That's how it should be. The reason why is because if you do like 1 is valuable, okay, to the degree where like people only get value from this 1, your call volume and trust, all right, buyability on your page will sink down. You will not have enough opportunities because of the fact that you are seen as a influencer. You're seen as somebody that people like, maybe, but they don't know if they could trust you or if they really like you because you're not giving them anything to walk away with. It's just opinions, it's thoughts, it's dialogue. So we need to give more value if we want to be seen as the authority. So if you're going to do 10 pieces on a weekly basis, 5 should be tangible pieces of value that people could take into their own lives and go see results without paying you money. The other 5, talk about whatever the fuck you want. Talk about your favorite rave outfits. Talk about, post a clip of you having a live conversation with an individual at a rave. Talk about your favorite rave songs and why. It could be anything around your niche. Guys, awareness content are things that make people think and know who you are, right? Agree or disagree with who you are and what you share, but that can still be traced back to your niche.
Okay.
Right? Out of those 5, don't go just randomly talk about your fucking political views. All right, you can if you want. I promise you it's not going to be the fucking best move, because you're just going to spark a bunch of conversations that you do not want to be having on social media. So what I would do is anything on awareness, it still gets traced back to what you're trying to do. Like even if you guys go to my page, people might see a post and they're like, well, how does this get traced back to this? Well, it's because I have everything that I create underneath the peace framework, which is physical fitness, emotionally stable, abundantly wealthy, connections to the community, and then equipped for defense underneath my definition of success, which leads to the entrepreneurial vision. All of it.
Would you say, could I drop this? Would you say this would fit that second category? Just
hit me. Let's see it.
But no words. It's mainly just like I'm a sober raver is a little bit more specific niche.
It says this link may be broken or the profile has been removed.
Okay.
How old is it?
Like 2 weeks old. Keep going down. Right there next to Costco on the right. It's brought in about 60 followers.
That's great. You don't need candy to rave for 8 hours. I like that, bro. Yeah, this is good. This is dope. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. This would be technically awareness based off of your niche. You're taking a stand. You're posting about something that you fucking disagree with, which is drugs at raves. You are standing for something that you believe in and that you stand against. You are also speaking around your niche, and you're adding in fitness, which is what you do. This is the perfect explanation of fucking awareness on your page.
Could we tear something up that did really shitty and I thought was going to go viral for Halloween? So I dressed up, go up a little bit more and click on one of the Goblin videos. And I dressed up as a, keep going up. Should be there. Try the one. Here, click on the Reels. Sorry. The Reels tab. Not on the main page.
Yeah. Oh, you removed it. There you go.
Yeah. One of any of those. It just didn't. Oh, that was a live stream. Click on the one next to it. Yeah. But I thought something like this.
I chose my path. You chose the way. We found you amusing for a while, the people of this city. But the one thing they love more than a hero is to see a hero fail, fall, die trying.
Well, yeah, this just didn't go well. It's because of like there's no like personality with it. You're just fucking walking into the gym with a goblin mask on.
Yeah, but I thought walking in the gym with it, like in my head, I was like, "Oh, this is such a good idea,
Bro,
like,
people look
because
like
it was on Halloween. You know what I mean?
yeah, but pause for 1 second. All right. And I'm gonna say this in the nicest way that I know how. People look like the goblin every day of the year and walking in the fucking gym. Okay. Like,
Yeah, that's
like we got motherfuckers out here literally putting like 75 piercings in their face, dude. This is not anything that's like surprising to the internet. Feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
So like
Heard.
again, you gotta look at it from an outside perspective. They probably watched like 72 girls shake their ass and then some weird war thing, and then like Andrew Tate being racist on the internet. And then like there's probably so much things that they hit, and then they're like, oh, a regular guy with a fucking goblin mask on Halloween, cool, and they moved on.
Yeah, yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, yeah. Thanks. Really
Yeah,
helpful.
they're exactly, Brittany. They're numb as fuck. Numb as fuck, 100%.
If you implement the tips that I give my clients in your own content creation process, you might be able to generate some views and some money from your social media. And if you want to see how to generate that cash through the DMs, watch this video now.